live. We're going to be doing some live super chats here today. Tuning in, probably will have time also for a collective read, answer any of your questions about anything astrological that I've been talking about on the other platforms. And yeah, some of you on TikTok, you've been watching my Jupiter series for finding a husband, finding a wife, moon series, finding a wife, the difference between boyfriends and girlfriends, etc. How you find the difference there. And you try to pull it all together and make it all work out. Yeah. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome. Got one candle left, the big pumpkin, which is $20 for a spell and a wax reading. So if anyone wants to snap that up, you're most welcome. Just getting some energy into the cards, waiting for some of you to come on in. I do have a pre-order. We've got a bit of a pickle. One of our regulars is in a bit of a pickle due to the arrest for the fight she had with her roommate. And now she's got a court date and her company has put her out until the court thing's settled. I mean, why does that happen so quickly in America? Like, why doesn't, you know, even arrest without a trial, why does it come up so quickly? Yeah. And get informed to your bosses, you know what I mean? How do they know about it so quickly? It's crazy. Hi, Venusian. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If we can do the Cash App little thing, that'd be great. The link. Now, I'll just say L. L is the pre-order. And I kind of feel like you've got kind of limited options. Why is my oracle deck upside down? Limited options in the sense of, okay, you can try begging your auntie to get you, to have you there with her. You could stay where you are with that girl and just not pay the rent, you know, because the whole thing is just ridiculous. But that could affect your credit score. Even though he wants to move you, you don't want to be paying rent right now because you don't have a job until you get a job. You could just stay where you are. You were the first one there. Is it worth the move and all of that hassle to go to another apartment to pay rent when you don't have a job at the moment? Or can you take a leave of absence and just go for a month somewhere until this whole thing is settled? Do you have savings to be able to go somewhere cheap like Colombia or somewhere in South America that's safe and just stay there and reflect on, you know, just try to do something maybe online, apply for a job in a place that is cheaper without paying the rent where you are, or go to your aunt's if your aunt will let you back. Is that a good idea? I mean, I think the aunt would have been my first option to ask her, but I don't know if you've actually done that yet already. Yeah. Hi, TP. Hi, Venusian. Thank you for that. I like it. Thank you. You've always got that on speed dial. Copy and paste. Good. I'm going to pin that one. I like your little header. If anyone does want to do a super chat, they can do it here on the site, or you can do it on my through my website as well. Oi, Raquel, how are you, my dear? Welcome. You've changed your photo. How nice. Okay. So let's have a look at, and anyone wants to weigh in for advice for L. I'll just say L. I don't want to say her full first name, but I think you know who she is. She had a fight with a roommate. She got arrested. She got a temporary criminal record until the court date, which will be, she hasn't even been able to see a judge yet. She's lost a job because of it in the medical industry, and her landlord said she could move to another apartment, but that would involve money. Her aunt's not really being that nice. So it is a tricky situation. Yeah, it's a tricky situation. The pre-order question was, do you see me getting a job by the next month? Yeah, I mean, what would you do, Venusian? What would you do? And why do the employers get notified so quickly? I mean, you could do what Michi's doing and do a caring job that's $30, you know, $30 an hour or something, one-on-one, kind of. Some of the money is also under the table. You could also file for unfair dismissal, I don't know, or unemployment insurance. This is for L. Do you see me getting a job within the next month? By the next month. Things are stagnant. This has happened for a reason. Sometimes these chaoses and tragedies, there's nothing in final until you are heard in court, says Venusian. Okay. Why does the company know about this so quickly? I mean, she was arrested, she was in the holding cell for a day or something, and then her boss found out about it. I mean, how do they find out about these things? Yeah, I think you just answered me there. It's just totally nuts. They didn't fire her because of the fight. They fired her because of the missed work, probably. They fired her, they said, because she works in the medical industry. They fired her because of the potential danger of the assault charges. Does that make sense? I do see work coming in. I see money coming in. Someone either called or snitched. She gave too many details. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes these things happen for a reason, and it's about seeing what else is going to open up or out there. So the aunt, I feel, is a last resort. I do feel like you've got money here. Is there a way you can get a cash in hand, kind of like carer's position for, you know, like $30 or $50 an hour or something like that, whatever they're paying. She hasn't seen a judge, so they can't fire because it's not a felony. You're always very good with legal stuff, Megs. Venusian. Yeah, so maybe unfair dismissal could be, you could get them for unfair dismissal. Yeah, get them for unfair dismissal or paid leave because you're not there. They don't want you to come in. Paid leave. I think it's I don't know if it's a state thing. I think she's in the state of New York. I do get mixed up with Florida, so excuse me if that's the case. There is money here, but there's also contemplation and thinking. There's thinking about the situation, thinking about the next step career-wise, and looking at your options and choices. It's not about making a rash decision, even though you feel like you want to do it. It's not about making a rash decision, but you might have to make a rash decision. I wonder if just sitting in your apartment and not moving, not doing anything, because anything is going to cost energy. So even if it's not going to cost you to move, your landlord wants you to move, but it's not going to, you know, it's going to cost you energy to move. So time and energy, packing everything up, all your stuff and moving it, you know, like that in itself is a hassle. And if you don't want to be paying high rents for the minute, it might be a good idea just to sit where you are. I mean, I don't understand why you have to leave and she was the last person to arrive. I don't understand that one. Let's have a look at the auntie. Hi Lorraine, how are you, my dear? Have you reached out to your auntie yet? I'm sorry about this thing that's gone on. Can you get them for unfair dismissal? It doesn't seem fair. This just jumped on the floor here. Is there a man behind this or some sort of person who's trying to get you out? We're just brainstorming a few ideas and looking at your cards. So we've got there is money here coming in, but it's also a time to reflect. You haven't asked, you're scared of who? Your aunt or your boss? Unfair dismissal. Can you get unemployment insurance? This is a time for reflection. You've got big reflection cards here. Yeah, and weighing up the pros and cons. You're scared to ask for unemployment insurance or for unfair dismissal, or for both. I think you should go for it. Or you're too scared to ask your aunt. Oh, your aunt. Okay, well, there could be a reason why you're scared there. And it might be just too much of an effort to go somewhere. Like even moving out of your apartment and going somewhere else. It just feels like it's a hassle. Like, why should she put you out of your home? Let's have a look at the aunt. I want to have a look at the aunt. Your landlord moved you to another room. Are you still in New York? Sorry to ask again. I'm a bit, sometimes I get the states mixed up. Your landlord moved you to another room. Oh, he wanted to separate you. So you were in the same room. Ah. Okay, well, so that was easy. The move was easy. So you're there. Look, Venusian says that you can't get dismissed if you don't have a felony and until you've seen the judge. You just can't. So that's unfair dismissal. And you should be entitled also to unemployment insurance. And you could just do something like Michi's doing, is just doing some casual caretaking work, like caring for somebody who's elderly or something like that. You know, keeping somebody company. Why do I pick up that your aunt's jealous of you? Okay, should Lorraine contact her aunt? It's not giving us a yes. Where can you do that? Yes, it's really good money. Yeah, she's evil. No, I don't. It's giving me a no, actually. So, is your aunt jealous of you? Look, if you go and stay with her, she's going to make you pay for it one way or the other. It's not going to be like she's helping you out. So, whether it's mentally, whether it's doing stuff for her or financially in the long term, no, I don't think the aunt is a solution here. You've already been moved to a different room, so that's good. Okay, Venusian says get unemployment. That's the first step. Unemployment insurance. Well, you can get that really quickly. You know, it's unfair dismissal as well. I would be putting something against your employer. Unfair dismissal. Like, who did you tell for them to go? Yes, go to the unemployment office, yes. And then go for unfair dismissal. I think you can even, yeah, you can go down there in person, or you can call them maybe. If you have a healthcare license, just start a private business. If not, home care aid. Just, if not, home care aid just requires CPR, I believe. Don't quote me, says Michi. Just, yeah, just have you, if you've got a healthcare license, just start a private business. Absolutely, there's no doubt that should even be a question. Okay, says Venusian. Absolutely, in regards to going down to the unemployment office, yes. You've got money here coming in, and you've got options and opportunities. There's also a man here who's going to maybe be involved. I don't know if he's your boss or if it's a female boss that got rid of you, but something leaked out and it wasn't meant to happen that way. They've got no right to fire you unless you've seen a judge. You know, by the end of the month, the other person also might drop charges as well, I feel. You know, the whole thing could be just wiped off, you know. Yeah, the whole thing could be just wiped off. They said, okay, they said because your license was flagged at your job, that's how they knew about your arrest. Well, so what if it was flagged? It's unfair dismissal. I would go down and tell them it's unfair dismissal. If it's flagged, so what? You haven't been to court yet. You could keep working there for another month until it goes to the judge. They cannot fire you over a personal matter unless you missed work, says Venusian. Okay. It was horrible. Yeah, it doesn't happen that fast. No, I totally agree. They can't do that. You could fire. You could sue them for unfair dismissal, and get unemployment insurance as well. I don't feel like you're going to be out of money. You've got heaps of money cards there. Let's have a look. It's a no for your aunt. Don't bother with her. You've got enough things to deal with. She's just going to meddle in your you know, situation. Okay. Let's just see generally anything else we need to know. For Lorraine. Sorry you're going through this, Lorraine. What a drama. You have 2 interviews next week. Good for you. Good for you. See, you know, the medical things are in. There's this guy again. This guy could be the one that you've applied for. Yeah, he could be the one that hires you. Is it up to the person that you had the fight with to drop the charges, or is it up to the police, or has it gone too far now? Because I feel like if you somehow discussed this with her and said, do you really want a criminal record? Do you really want to go down this route? Why don't we just both agree to drop the charges and just let it be? You might start a new job with a guy here who seems to be very in charge. Sometimes these awful things happen for a reason. You've also got the Queen of Pentacles underneath. Yes, sometimes these things happen for a reason, and it's to turn a corner and to go somewhere else. But like Michi said, if you have a medical license, get your own business so you can freelance and get your own little jobs here and there when you need them. If anything else ever happens like this again, not like this, but if you ever find yourself out of work. Will you get the job? It looks very, very, very positive with the King of Rods, yeah. Okay. There's witchy, evil people around you. Yeah, definitely. Somebody wants you out of that company. You might have to do like a return to sender, sort of like energy shift on them. You do have a new passion coming in. You are protected. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you will get another job. I feel like there's jobs of your flavour also in demand. Will Lorraine get another job? It'll take 3 months for it to leave your record. Do you think it's the girl who's the witch, or do you think it's the person at work? You've got stability here and growth. It takes longer, but it doesn't show up before you hear a judge. Okay. The case will be dismissed on the 16th of October. The Nextdoor app finds me private clients as well, Lorraine, says Michi. Yeah, you can get heaps of private clients through the Nextdoor app. I told you all the Nextdoor app's a good one. Yeah, I do personal caregiving for now. Yeah, exactly. I think you should do that. Some of them pay cash in hand. Some of them, you know, give you extra money for this and that. You might even meet somebody new. There could be a reason why you've actually gone here. You might meet some romantic. I know you're probably not looking for romance, but romance comes in the weirdest ways. So yeah, justice will be served. Who do you think the witch is? Is it the girl in the room that took your room, or is it somebody in the business? You really want to, but you don't know how. As long as you have an HHA, you'll be good. You just need to get a business license. That's an LLC, isn't it? Just register yourself having an LLC and off you go. You might not ever want to go back to whatever you've been doing. You could just be getting so much good money, you know, on the side. A lot of them won't even put it on the books. And Venusian says also try Craigslist. First get your paperwork together, CPR certificate, etc., which you probably have if you're in the medical. Thanks, LB. Thank you, Lorraine. I hope things will get better. It's just a bit of a panic state right now, but I feel like things are really going to just sort themselves out. But just understand, sometimes when you've been pushed out of something, it's for a reason. And sometimes Spirit is looking after you in a different way. So I don't like to say go with the flow, but I feel like on this occasion, the door's opening for you in a different area. You've already been given a new room. You don't, okay. I know, but I need something to hold me over now. I have to pay my rent by November 1st. I do not know. Well, go down to, how long does it take to get unemployment insurance? Do they give it to you straight away? Yeah, you could do that. And then you can, yeah, DoorDash is a bit of a pain, Venusian. She'd be better off going to sit with people who have, you know, she'd be better off going to sit with people who have, you know, carers at home. Just 1 second, guys. I've just got to turn the AC on. here we go. Couldn't find the remote. Yeah, there's ways around it. There are ways around it. I think that when you're in panic mode and survival mode, we are not thinking clearly, but once you have a plan, you can get the ball rolling, yes. Just one step at a time. If you have a license, you can become a driver, like for HopeLink Medicare taxi for senior or seniors. Do you have a license, Lorraine? Some people in New York don't drive at all. No, you get some money in, so don't worry. You've got, you know, you've got 20 days. There's a lot of people right now, they're in this sort of like, you know, tricky situation. Apply for unemployment, start there. What about getting damages from unfair dismissal? Elle says apply for unemployment. Yeah, unfair dismissal. It's a definite unfair dismissal. Yeah, you don't want to have a car in New York City at all. Okay. But you could drive other people around. Yeah. You'll be fine, Lorraine, don't worry, you're going to be fine. It'll all sort itself out. You just, you know, she's triggered some sort of stressor and it set you off, you know. Who was the witch? Was it the girl in the room, or was it the employer? Access a ride. You can accompany people who have disabilities and do a helper role with the riding. Yeah, riding with them. Yeah. I miss you too, Flower Power. How are you? Thank you for the donation. Much love from the Low Country. Thank you, thank you. You'll be fine, Lorraine. You just need to let the dust settle. Just take it one step at a time. You've been working so much. You're burnt out probably as well. You probably need this time just to kind of breathe. Hi, Mavita Silva. How are you? Hola. Hi, Tamika. How are you? Okay. Going back to the top. Hi, TP. Thanks for the 5. I would be calling the police, TP, and asking, can they have this camera pointing in at your balcony? I wouldn't even be negotiating with these people next door. You know, I think enough is enough with them as well. You know, I think the writing's on the wall. You know, the people staring at you, they've got cameras at you. You're always asking questions about them. I would ask the police, what can I do about the people next door? What do you mean the instant? Because you moved the camera. You were worried about your own privacy. No, I don't think they're going to press charges. I think you can press charges against them for intruding on your privacy. I think they're spying on you. They want to see what you're doing. Yes, they are concerned about the property, etc. But I feel it's time for you to move, honestly. I mean, how many questions do we get about, yeah, you just basic cameras, so what? Yeah, I feel it's time you look for you move somewhere else. That you didn't have these leering neighbours breathing down your neck, you know, these multi-generational families, all these old Indian men or whoever they are, like staring at you, perving at you out the window. No, like, I've had enough of it myself for you. Like, I think it's over. I think it's time to move, TP. Time to find somewhere else to go. And I think you can go and ask the police, are these people allowed to have a camera on their balcony that intrudes on my space? I would go down and ask them a simple question. I feel like you're going to keep on top of the situation, but you might be just sick of these neighbours staring out the window, doing all this stupid stuff, talking about you, the gossip and all of that. You want to be in a situation where you don't have people staring in your window at all. That's why I always like to live in places that don't have people that can stare into your window, that you're not facing another building or windows of another building. The front entrance, okay. Oh, well, are they going to sue you for it? Look, I think it doesn't, you know, I don't think they're going to do anything. No, they're not going to do anything, but I think the writing's on the wall. I think you've just had enough of these people. Yeah, I just think you've had enough of them. I think there's more things that they do that annoy you that you don't talk about as well. I think it's a townhouse, isn't it? Is it it's more like a townhouse than an apartment, or it's a multi-family home. Yeah, that's why you don't get apartment living anymore, because some apartments are okay. Some apartments are really quiet and you can sit there and, you know, have a nice view. I mean, a corner apartment for me is always a good one, because then you've got only neighbour on one side usually. Okay. Thanks, Lorraine. You're most welcome. Everybody help Lorraine. Lorraine says thanks. Who was the witch, Lorraine? Can you tell me who the witch was? Maybe you need to do a return to sender on her. I think I sent you the video for that one, didn't I? I sent you the video for those ones, including your aunt. You've got to get rid of them all. Okay. Let's have a look who's next. Hi, Texas Tammy. How are you, my dear? Card for each of the next 6 months. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'd get an attorney. There are community attorneys that can help you as well, says Venush. Yeah. That's what I would do. I'd get unemployment. I'd get an attorney, a community attorney to say it's unfair dismissal, and see what else you can do. But I also think you're going to get something to tide you over. Texas Tammy, card for the next 6 months. Yes, you can do a candle through my website. I can do a candle for you. I've got one pumpkin left for 20. That's the best one to go for. And I can also, I sent you the video about how to get rid of put the evil eye back onto somebody else. I sent it to you in a video link, I think. Just let me know if you got it. Okay. We'll do that one. Okay, let's have a look at Tammy. Who was the witch? Is it the one in the room or the one in the business? Okay, let's have a look. Sorry, Tammy, got side off on a tangent. Okay, it's a shake-up, Tammy. How did everything go with your mother? You might feel like you want to move, you want to do something. You feel like the fire's underneath you in October. You feel like you want to do something different. You feel like you're ready to do something different. October. November's bringing more abundance, money, success, prosperity in and around you. Oh, that's great. Good visit with Mum. Good. And everything's looking very good for the next 3 months. It's looking really, really good. So you've got, where are we now? October. November, December, January is looking excellent. You've got maybe a job offer, maybe something coming through around the new year. The winds of change are around you. You're definitely getting something shifting in the sense of better things coming in, more opportunities coming in. It could be for love interest as well. It could be for work interest, living situations. Let me do coffee cup. Did anything come about with your mum? Did she change anything? Did she do anything new? Got the moose here. You want to do something different. You're sick of doing the same old thing. Let's see. You want something to shift. It's like the tower. You want it to happen. You want something to shift. The wisdom seek. You're getting downloads in your dreams and your visions. You're feeling like you're downloading messages, downloading energy. You feel like things are becoming a lot clearer. You're getting really, really good at it. You might even be elevated. You know, you're tired of being at high school each day. Yeah, you feel like you want to retire. I mean, how soon can you retire? You're going to put your thinking cap on and try to work something out. There is a finish line here. I'm seeing this horse running towards a finish line. It's like, okay, it's almost over. And then you've got peace and serenity coming out at the end. You dreamed about your former stepdaughter's daughter. Okay. No, I think Tammy's just nervous. She's just anxious and tired and scared about making changes. But you've got action here and you've got peace. So it's up to you to do a calculated action of peace. Yeah, calculated action of peace is coming in, and I feel like you're going to make the right decision. You're definitely going to make the right decision. Yeah, it could be in the new year that you end up leaving. Oh, Fort Worth. You feel like a change, but you like Austin better, don't you, than Dallas? It's like you feel like you've been going around and around on the merry-go-round, but is there sort of a time where it stops? Is there a time where it stops? Nothing happening. Well, you could have gone to live in Austin, but you decided to go back to the lake, and I think that's That's your fear keeping you sort of in a revolving door mode, like just things the same old, same old. Any other advice for Tammy? Spirit's trying to push you forward and make you enjoy yourself more. It's like saying it's time for you to enjoy yourself more. Cycles and change are imminent, and your mother might not be letting up, but she is sad. She's sad that maybe she's alone, or she's sad, or she's thinking about you, or there's someone on the other side who's thinking about you. There's something going on with her. I don't know if it's come up yet. You said you had a good visit with her, but I don't know if it's come up yet. Yeah. And you have to also be careful of men swooping in with elderly women, you know, wanting to move in or something like that. Got to be careful, Tammy. It could just all go pear-shaped. I think she's good at putting on a brave face, but I think underneath it there might be something else going on. Hi, Flower Power. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Do you have a question? Feel like we have met many times. Much love from the southeastern coastal. Elle, you put something on the super chat. Get the ball rolling, as it takes longer to get the first paycheck, but they will give you back pay. Okay. Yeah, you get the ball rolling first. Good advice. Flower Power, did you have a question? Thank you. I love you so much. I feel like you're my family. Wanted to say hi, give you a big hug. Thank you so much. Back to you. I'm doing really well, thanks. My wrist has healed pretty much, or almost. I'm still doing hand therapy. Everything is going well in that department. Okay. Where are you heading? Kids or love and business? If great, I'm grateful. Great day. Okay, excellent. Let's have a look. Flower Power on the East Coast. What's going on? Do Flower Power. Can somebody put a question on my website? Let me just double check it. Hi Mystique, how are you, my dear? That was LB. LB, did you have a question? Can't seem to see it. Let's have a look first at Flower Power. Yes, please put your question in again, LB. Thank you so much. Bondi Beach show is amazing. Is amazing. Yes. Yes. Flower Power, where you're heading? Kids, love, business. Okay. I feel like Halloween's going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time. Winter in general, I feel. You're also at peace. You've got peaceful energy around you. There's passion coming in with the snake. Oh, we've got the groom here. Might meet somebody out on a Halloween walk or something. Halloween night, transformation, endings and beginnings. Why am I getting Los Angeles coming up around you? Los Angeles or California. Maybe you're going on a small vacation somewhere, like a Disney or some sort of vacation. You're definitely protected here as well. You've got a decision and a choice to make. It could be about schools, it could be about direction with your kids, etc. What's coming out of this is abundance and wealth. Just be careful not to get pregnant. I do feel like there could be an action man coming in around you, somebody who's going to take action, come towards you with like a lot of energy. You feel like it's time to transform something in your life as well. Something's ending and beginning. It could be something to do with a property because we've got a key here, or a car. And you're going to make a decision about finances. You're going to make a decision about the business. It's going to be very prosperous. You are highly protected. You've got a lot of protection around you with the eye and the turtle. Oh, you just got back from Disney in Orlando. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, L. I didn't get your question, L, on the website. I don't think it came through. But I can check again. Thank you, Flower Pound. Good to see you, my love. Good to see you. No, I don't have any questions on the email. Okay, question. Principal at my school will be having a meeting with my co-worker, my team of human resources, regarding her work ethics. How will she go? Okay. So how does she feel about your work? All right. Co-worker on your team, human resources, regarding your work ethics. Okay. Thanks, Flower Power. You're always so positive and fabulous. Thank you for coming on in. Good to see you. Something happening around Halloween for you. It's going to be good Halloween, Flower Power, so enjoy that. Question regarding your work. Okay, principal. How will it go? With the human resources team, how will it go? I feel like you've got stability. She feels like you're stable. Okay. There is a man here who could be interested in you. You might be manifesting a husband. That's on a side note. It's got nothing to do with your school thing going on. I feel like you're stable, or she sees you as being someone very stable and solid. Let's have a look and see what the other cards say. How will this interview go or review go? I feel like you're going to go well. I feel like you're going to shine. You're going to shine. You're going to put the past, whatever's happened in the past, you're putting it behind you, and you're not taking anything that they're sort of like suggesting that could be threatening with. You're taking everything that they're suggesting with a pinch of salt. Yeah. Taking everything that they're suggesting with a pinch of salt. The could also be some sort of offer for you moving forward of an advancement, a promotion, a better room, a better office, or something like that. Something coming up for you that could be a promotion. Okay, L. I feel like she feels like you're solid and stable. I don't think she's worried about you. Okay. Thanks, Lorraine. It don't make sense. Cicely, thank you for the 10. What can I expect soon about my life? What can I expect soon about my life? Welcome, Elle. Welcome. What can I expect soon about my life? Cicely? What's coming up for Cicely? What's moving forward? What's happening? What's happening? What's moving forward? Partnership, marriage, relationship with a fire sign, potentially Aries, Leo, Sag. Could happen quite quickly, actually. Could be somebody that comes in through the family even, or that you know about, or from in and around you. In and around you. You are going to get that factory. Could be somebody in your home country that wants a fast marriage, quick marriage, or is going to propose. Whether you're going to take it or not, I don't know. You're still a bit confused or indecisive about staying in America or leaving. You've got plans to do your factory, and I think it's going to go really well. You've got lots of money coming in, so that's looking really good. You're being seen as the star, but I'd be careful about people talking bad behind you. You've got the 10 of Swords. So there's some evil eyes with you too, people envious, jealous. Females mainly. Some younger males. Your son's safe though. I feel like he's safe and he's having a good time. Could be another person in and around your workplace that's coming in, a new one. Hopefully he's not married. Who's the King of Rods? Somebody that you've been trying to keep on top of. You might have already made a move or made some sort of move or offer or suggestion. I feel like he's quite serious. If he hasn't come in yet, then you're going to find out pretty soon. Thanks for the Cash App, Venusian. Thank you, Lorraine, for the 20. That was for the candle. What do I expect in my love life? Mystique. Yay, Mystique. In your love life, what's coming in? Let's do the Love Oracle for that one. Mystique. Oh, your sister's setting up from someone from your country. We just spoke about it today. There you go. He could be the one. He could be a good one. My love life's been butts. Okay, what to expect in your love life? Where was your question, Elaine? Let me check. I'm going to roll back. Okay. True gem. It's holding yourself in high regard, knowing that you deserve the best. Mystique. Knowing that you deserve the best. You will be doing some sort of dating, and you could meet somebody through their work, your work, college, workplace, or something that you're working on. Did your daughter get the application approved yet? God, they should have approved it by now. When you feel the most free is when you're going to attract somebody in. Could be somebody with dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. Elaine, did you do a question? Where was your question? Oh, there you go, Elaine. It's popped up now. Sorry about that. What would be the energy once this order of protection is in place to those weirdos? Okay. How long does the application take to process, Mystique? It seems to take forever. Okay, Elaine. Welcome back, Elaine. What would the energy once be the protection in place with these weirdos? Okay. I feel like you are protected, even though you're putting it in place. I feel like you're protected. The energy I feel is going to be more abundant. You are also going to be feeling like a little confused about leaving. Like, do you want to leave or do you want to stay? That's what you're going to feel. You might be sort of toying with the idea when you're going to leave, how you're going to leave, and where you're going to go to. So you might be toying with that. You've got options and choices, and you might be waiting to the end of the lease, but you're going to be toying with the idea of leaving. But you could be in a bit of state of confusion. I do feel like the energy is going to be more stable, more unexpectedly normal. Unexpectedly normal. Okay. Let's do Venusian's Cash App, and then we'll come back to Mystique. What's the energy for the month through November through this 1010 portal today? Wow, yeah, we've got the 1010. Oh, they set up a day to go on the actual tour of the apartment. Perfect. Looks like they're signing. Looks like they're signing. Yeah, looks like they're signing. They're going to go ahead and sign. Yes, I'll save the pumpkin candle, and I want the evil eye protection road opener. Return to sender, peace and love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you get my video, my small video I sent you? I only sent it to certain people. Yes, very exciting, Mystique, very exciting. Okay, let's have a look at Venusian energy for the month November through the portal of the 1010. Look, they said that November was going to be nice and smooth, but everyone's been having a really weird time. I think I sent it to you a few days ago. Yeah. Could have been around the fight. Tell me about this witch. Is she the girl in the room? Okay. Venusian focusing back on you. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Got a jumping card, Venusian. Abundance is in the air. We've got the Empress here. Feeling very blessed. Feeling very blessed. The portal's opening up for you, and it's also been a good solar return for you as well. Okay. Fortune is spinning in your favor. So you've got something moving and shaking there, which is giving you fortune to move forward. Fortune to leave where you are as well. I feel like that's going to come up through the portal. Fortune to, you might be going to Tucson to have a look at something. You feel like there's been enough delays around you. Yeah, there is some sort of shift and change. It could be somebody passing. It could be also just a big shift in the energy, a change in the energy. It could be you get what you want. You might be getting that court order against your son and your father. There's some moving and shifting. Somebody's moving out or moving on. That's for sure. And it might not be you, it could be your son. And it's like these people have been blocking you all the way. You've got the star because everyone seems to have their jealous eye on you. I'm seeing fountains around you. I don't know if you're going to go somewhere that has a fountain, like in a driveway, like a beautiful rotunda sort of circular driveway with a fountain in the middle of it. Just keep an eye out for that when that happens. It could be the entrance to a lobby or something like that, or a hotel, or a resort, or some sort of community, like a gated community. Looks like there's a circular driveway. Okay, your father might help you sort this thing out if he's in, you know, his right mind or in good sorts. He might help you sort this thing out. And you're going somewhere sunny, nice, friendly. It could even have sun, the word sun, S-U-N, in the title of the street, like Sunnyvale, Sunnydale, the street or the suburb. I mean, your father's alive, so why don't you just get him to get the stepbrother out of it? Yeah, the half brother out of it. And also, I feel like you'll get your son sorted out too, one way or the other. Excellent, excellent. Mystique. My daughter and I have been having discussions about what we're going to cook when you first get there. We're going to have a huge breakfast. We've been having to eat out a lot because your father likes to throw you food out. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely want you out, but at the same time they want your money. Yeah. Okay, so they've already cost you a lot by a loss of food. They don't like you. Who's they? Okay. What can I expect between me and Tamika, my friend, since 5th grade in Alabama? She's upset I can't make it to a wedding now. You have to look after yourself first, you know. Tell her that when you're settled, you'll come and visit her then. And what's going to happen with Tamika? And she should understand your situation. She should understand your situation, yeah. He's loyal to the family. They don't like you. Men first. Okay. So you might have to go the legal route. If she's a real friend, she should understand your situation. I mean, your situation hasn't been the best. You'll visit her when you're good and ready, and when you've got the money in, when you're settled. It could be after 6 months, it could be after 9 months, it could be in the spring, it could be in the summer. I do see you going down there eventually, but you're going to go down there where you're good and ready. Well, it's not your problem, Mystique. It's like all of them. It's not your problem. Is she another narcissist? It's not all about her. You know, it's sad that you can't go to the wedding, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You got to get away from these narcissistic women. They just want everything their way. Okay. The assistant principal will do my formal classroom observation on October 20th. How will it go? What will she think? Oh, the assistant's a female now. Hi, Tammy. Formal classroom observation. I feel like you're going to go through with flying colours. I'm just getting a flag waving. You know, you have to support yourself first, Mystique. And that comes with housing, health, and finances. Until you get those three things sorted out, you're not going anywhere, I don't think. It's not advisable. You're in a healing stage. This is a healing. You know, it's not your problem. It's not your problem if she was abused. You know, you've been abused as well. And did she come to your rescue? No. It's not your problem. Energy vampires. Okay, assistant principal for Tammy. Assistant principal for Tammy. There could be somebody else watching in. They could be in training. They might be a trainee or a student who's a teacher aide or something like that. There could be a third person in there as well, taking notes or doing something. I feel like you're going to go through with shining colours. I've got a big flag flying above your head, like yay. I'm also seeing cakes. So I don't know if they're going to bring you a cake or you're going to have cake in the lunchroom afterwards or the tea room or something. I'm seeing like cupcakes. And also I'm seeing a big chocolate cake as well. Whose birthday was it? Is there somebody in spirit whose birthday it was? They're giving you a big chocolate cake, or you're giving them a chocolate cake or putting a chocolate cake together for them. That was a double message with the cakes. There's some cakes for the school and there's something going on with somebody's birthday. They're showing me a cake. It's a man, I feel. It could be your ex-husband who passed. You're going to have victory. Victory is coming out of this. Good money. You're in a very stable situation here, even though you want to go. Troubled waters is being left behind and you're going to go. You feel like there's a good partnership with this new vice principal, assistant principal. I feel like there's a good partnership with this person. I feel like your scorecard is going to be all like A's, like, yep. You're going to be like, yes, yes, and yes. Don't let petty gossip get to you is what I'm getting as well. Yeah, somebody's got a birthday cake coming up or an anniversary cake that looks like a birthday. It's a chocolate cake. Somebody who really liked chocolate. Getting a G initial like George or something like that. Yeah, she knows how hard everybody works. I mean, I feel like teachers are some of the most overworked people, and nurses. She does know, but you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, Tammy. You've been in this game for a long time. It's about now working out what you want to do for yourself. It's about bringing the attention back to what Tammy wants to organize. You know, getting guided by spirit. What is it that you really want to do and be and have, you know, and where? You know, Fort Worth. Let's pick a card for Fort Worth. Yeah, they might invite you down there for an interview, or there could be an interview going on with them. The money may not be as better, or, you know, it might not be much better than where you are. You'd love an easier workload. You're going to get an easier workload with this system. Oh, much less work. Okay. I feel like you might go down there. There could be a shift there. There could be a move there, Tammy, if you're ready to go. If you're really the writing's on the wall and you feel like you've got the courage to move, I would say go. But don't let anyone dictate to you, like family, your daughter, or anybody dictate to you what you should do and not do, especially with your property, especially with your life. You know, if you want to go to Fort Worth because you have a better time there, you know people there, just do what you want to do. You know, she's already had her say in what she thinks you should, you know, do or not do. I feel like the writing's been on the wall at this school for some time, and it's time to pull your resources together and take a leap of faith and move. You could be making a lot more money renting out your property and living somewhere, you know, in a, you know, nice little one bedroom, something like that you've mentioned before, with a nice community around you. Absolutely. And having less work. Absolutely. Oh, angel readings in Dallas, Fort Worth. Excellent. Excellent, Tammy. Hi, Linda. Does the chocolate cake resonate, Tammy? There's something about the chocolate cake in spirit. Maybe it's somebody coming up, October, November. Welcome, Linda, to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to do a super chat donation. What will she think? Tammy, I feel like everything is going to go fine. I feel like you're on point. On point, on point. Have I missed anybody? Maybe we need to do a collective for the rest of the month. Let's do that after Mystique. Hi, Mystique. Just made a new guy friend at work, Jay. He said he wants a reading. Excellent. There you go. There you go. You're going to attract all sorts of people. See how the ball rolls? Yep. You're going to attract all sorts of people. Yeah, he's got some sort of romance drama around him, or some sort of sexual tension around him. I would also be careful not to put yourself in a space just with him for some reason, like that he could do something, but I don't think he would, you know, he could, but he might have some sort of drama around him, some sort of marriage or relationship drama going on that you'll find out about. We'll do a collective. Anything about the chocolate cake, Tammy? Yeah, I would say go back to Dallas, Fort Worth and pick up where you left off. Yeah. If you like it there, do you. 1010 Portal Collective. Okay. 1010 Portal Collective. Oh, your mum gave you a chocolate cake. Oh. Could be coming like energy from your father or something. Ten portal reading for the collective. Okay, let's have a look at the next 3 weeks. Oh, it was your mum's birthday. Ah, you gave her the chocolate cake. Okay, well, somebody's recognizing that in spirit. So there you go. I feel like it could be your father or somebody in spirit's recognizing it. Okay. I'm seeing the cake though with no candles on it. I don't know what that means. She doesn't want anyone to know her age, maybe. No candles on it, right, okay. All right. We didn't put candles on the cake. There you go, Tammy. There you go. Yeah, somebody in spirit wants to say hi to you. I feel it's a male family member who was around in the house at the chocolate cake birthday. Okay, this is the portal reading for the collective. There's going to be a win. Something's going to take off big time. Some of you are going to get some traction, some attention. Social media might go off, definitely pop off. Something very big happening that is looking extremely good. So for those of you who are in the esoteric arts, so it looks like quite a few of you are, and you're working on it, and you're doing it, and you're wanting to get back into it, or you're wanting to expand on it, I do feel like it's going to happen. I feel like you're going to hit the mark with that. Your star is rising, definitely, because we've got Michi, we've got Tammy, we've got Venusian. It's a lot of people who are toying with a lot of things. Michi, Venusian, Mystique, everybody's into esoteric arts. Also Raquel as well. So your star's rising, you're getting more traction, you're getting more good vibes here. I'm seeing oracle decks coming out, big oracle decks. I'm seeing really nice ones, really beautiful colors. Somebody might be publishing an oracle deck as well. Somebody's publishing an oracle deck. Taking a trip down memory lane, maybe reminiscing a little bit about where you grew up, or somebody in the past as a childhood or past romantic partner or romantic friend, or somebody that you had a crush on, like a school crush or something like that. You might hear from somebody from the past. It could be through the family, it could be through Facebook, it could be through something like that. It could be through a funeral as well for some of you. There's a lot of strength coming in for a lot of you, a lot of strength, a lot of inner and outer strength. A lot of you are going to be doing also some sort of physical training. So you're getting your strength up with the training. A lot of you have been through a healing process and you're coming like into a position of strength. I feel like that also resonates with me. Like I feel like I've been through healing and I'm coming into more of a strong energy, also physically, with a lot of things, psychologically and physically. Okay, some of you are going to be indecisive about a situation with a family, family money, family situations that are potentially needing to be revealed and they're not completely revealed. Somebody's not making up their mind, or they're sitting on the fence, they're not making a decision. And if they don't, then it could be too late. I'm getting the words, the boss is stepping up, so I feel like the boss could be stepping up. What is he doing? What is the boss doing, stepping up? Or who is this emperor? Some of you might be meeting a Aries, Taurus, or Capricorn. Some bosses are going to try to give you more responsibility. So that could come in a good way, or it could come in a way of giving you more work, which you don't want. You want more of a title. You want more of a pay rise. You want more of this, more of that. So I feel like it could be saying stick to your guns. Yeah. Some of you been stressed about work, been stressed about the system, being stressed about being controlled by the system or the work system that you're in, the work order. I'm getting the word order, the work order that you're in. It could be to do with hours or shifts or something along those lines. New beginnings opening up with this new strength. Taking a step, a leap of faith, a journey, a step into the unknown. Leap of faith coming up for a lot of you. Some of you are going to have a lot on, or you're going to have your cup full and there could be an extra offer coming in, but you've already got enough to do. Or it could be something from the past because it's reversed. It could be saying, okay, well, I might need to reshuffle things around to fit in a situation. A lot of you are going to be very independent, standing on your own 2 feet, doing your own craft, doing your own businesses, doing your own messages. You're going to build things up nicely. It could be baby steps and then bigger steps, but you're going to build things up really, really nicely. And I feel by summer next year, a lot of you are going to be shining, really, really, really shining. This portal is really helping opening up an opportunity of abundance and shining and moving to an area where you feel is more beautiful, abundant, resourceful, protected, and aesthetically beautiful. Some of you might have these 3 arches here as well, and I picked that up before for some people, like 3 archways, like that Mediterranean sort of look or that Spanish sort of like type of architecture. You could have 3 arches as you're going into a building or outside a building. That could come up quite nicely as well. Some of you are going to be thinking about living somewhere that is more fresh air, has more plants and flowers, or is more beautiful. Even if it is in the desert, it could be very well irrigated and have a lot of greenery around it. I'm also getting the word tropical fruits and abundance and a lot of birds, and yeah, there we go, the Empress, a lot of abundance. Some of you wanting to get pregnant will get pregnant, but otherwise you're going to have more abundance moving forward. You're going to deal with the Emperor one way or the other. He could be a controlling person. He could be somebody wanting to put more workload onto people, but I don't think it's going to stick. It's not going to stick. So most of you are going to go in the abundance route, the strength route, living your best life route. Everything is going to kind of work out really, really nicely. And your star is rising. So just keep at it. Perseverance, just keep at it. And your star is rising. Yay! Sounds like your grumpy client. It does, doesn't it, Michi? It does. Sounds like your grumpy client. Our own little Garden of Eden, exactly. The apartment complex is on a much better side of town. Thank God for that, yeah. And don't let your mother come in there either and put an evil eye outside, like on the door or inside the door. Don't let her walk in, because she's going to come and walk in and she's going to give you the eye in there. I can just see her doing it. Yeah, he likes your intellectual savviness, Michi. The guy, I think he'll want to, he will want to stay there, and he will want to not go into a home. An evil eye doormat, that's a good idea. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and sprinkle it with cinnamon. Yeah, because I can see it coming in with an evil eye. Very good, Mystique. Very, very good. Have I missed anybody? Have I missed anyone? Thanks for the likes, everybody, as well. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, there's been some spot-on predictions today. I'm very happy about that. I'm going to sage the house and then have a couple of rituals. Thanks, Tammy. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad you had a nice cake for your mother. That's really, really nice. I'm sure she enjoyed it. I'm going to do another question. Okay. I am going to pull a card for the moderators. I'm going to pull a card for Michi and Venusian and Raquel. Let's do one for Raquel first. Raquel's in a bad situation. Oh, she's been in a tricky situation herself. Dark male, dark hair, dark eyes. Could be a man here who's going to help you out. Could be your cousin or a man coming into your life. Raquel, dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. Travels on the horizon. Obstacles. Communication. You are looking at traveling. You are looking at traveling. Let's pick a card for Mystique. Sorry, not Mystique. Venusian. Thank you. Thanks, Michi. Venusian. We'll do Mystique in a bit. Venusian. Something to do with your father. Karma, toxic story, new opportunities. Something's being let go of, like the doors are opening, better things are coming in, fun times are coming in, parties, events. You're going to be invited to quite a few parties and events, or you're going to go, or you're going to find parties and events to go to. Now that you're in Phoenix, there's going to be a lot more happening over the holidays. You might go to a Halloween thing. You might go to a... I still see the hotel lobby around you really, really strongly. So I feel like that is a key. It could be a Halloween sort of festivity kind of thing to take your daughter to have a look at the decorations or something like that. Having more fun. Gossip with the neighbors, past love. They're going to be talking about exes and spiritual growth. You've risen above all of the family members. All of them, including your mother. You've risen above them all. You've done really well with being out of there for a year. You've done really well. Yeah. And Michi the Queen. Let's have a look at Mich. What's going on, Michi? What's going on, Michi? Work, profession, college. You might get back into this college thing. Friendship, acquaintances, networking. You're going to get more introductions for work. And something to do with college. True love, honest connection, pure love. Dating queen. You might be getting asked out on more dates. You've got the dark male there. Dark hair, dark eyes. Not necessarily dark skin. And passion. You might have some passionate connection. I feel he's new. He could be connected to college or work, or he could be somebody who hires you to look after his mother or does some sort of business with you in some way. But I feel like you're on the right track. Yeah, I feel like you're on the right track. Yeah, you're not going to be losing any more money out of your pocket, are you? God, I really hate when things like that happen. It really, really bugs me. Like, it can happen. Like, people can sit down and if they're in their scrubs or whatever, if you've got money in your pocket, it could just slip out very easily, very easily. You're going to get that money back. Is it going to come back? Twin flame. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You've got flowers coming in. Young male sports car. I don't know if you're driving or you're going to have something to do with a car or a vehicle. Yeah. Do you have to take your piercings out when you go to these jobs, or can you keep them in? You You might get a sporty mail, somebody who gives you a car, if you don't have a car. You're still so upset about the 20. Yeah, I know, it really annoys me, that 20 going missing. Because if it did fall on the floor or on the sofa or on the chair, I feel it was in a lounge chair. That's what I'm picking up on, a lounge chair. Somebody picked it up and I feel like it's probably his friend. And if things are falling out and going missing in that house, you want to tell them beforehand that you've lost money there, just so that they don't point the finger at you, you know, which they won't. I don't think they will. And Sagittarians are usually very honest. Oh, that's good. You're a private contractor. Oh, you're interviewing each other. You're going to tell Mary, yeah, because you know that you're not a thief, and you know somebody in the house is, or it's been swept up under the carpet, or they put it somewhere on the side, or that guy's taken it who was visiting. Yeah, so I would tell Mary. Yeah, tell Mary. Okay. What to expect with S. Oh, we got another one from Tammy. Love cards. Good things coming to you. Mystique. Is S the Sag? Is S the Sag? Good things coming to you and what to expect with S. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. That can happen, Michi, that can happen. I'm just getting a vision, Mystique. The ball's rolling, collecting more dust. Yeah, no, this guy's dusty. No. You don't need to be giving any of these guys any energy. He could have been a soulmate connection, but I feel like it's too little too late. And his apology and all of that, I feel like he just did it to clear the air, but I feel like it's too little too late. He's got somebody else around him. She's either around his house or living close by. Short-term fling is potential if you wanted one, but I don't think you do. Let's do good things coming to you. Good things coming to you. And I don't think you need to go backwards. I feel like it's more like forwards. Good things coming to you. Soulmate again. So there is a new soulmate coming in. Oh my God, I just shuffled. And it's going to be around the new place that you live. It's going to be one of the neighbors or living around that, in that block somewhere. Could even be a manager or somebody in charge. Could even be like a landlord or something. Fun times ahead. You're going to have more parties and events, Mystique. You might even be hosting events and parties. You could be hosting events and parties with the neighbors. You might be having tarot parties or esoteric parties or something like that. But there could be some events that you're hosting or coming up. I'm also seeing a bowling alley. You might be going to some sort of event at a bowling alley or or setting up a some sort of fun type of meeting or workshop or event, some sort of party. Career. Your career's going to get better. Your business is going to get better. Once you move, your business is going to get better. Your love life is going to get better. Your options are going to get better. And the dusties will keep on rolling down the hill. They're like balls. I can just see balls rolling down the hill, collecting more dust. Okay. Love cards for Tammy. Absolutely, Tammy. Let's have a look. You are going to do some fun events, Mystique. Lots of cakes and things like that as well. Or food. There could be meetups. They could be at a bigger like location. They could be at a bowling club, like if they rent out a space or something like that. A bowling alley. Okay. Cards for you. Lots of balloons around you too. Mystique. Balloons. You're going to put balloons up. Yeah. I feel like you might like say, I'm going to have like an event here. They're not going to charge you for it because you're bringing people in to buy the food and everything. Okay, so let's have a look at Tammy. Love cards for Tammy. I'm going to do the Love Oracle, but let's just first have a quick look at the Tarot. Love cards for Tammy. I'm getting a B initial. Abundance is there for you, Tammy. Things are looking on the up and up. People might be trying to ask you for money though, and that's going to stress you out. I don't know who that is. It could be somebody who feels like they can ask you for money, whoever that might be. Okay, let's have a look for love cards for Tammy. Love cards for Tammy. I feel Fort Worth is calling you, and I'm seeing cowboy boots again around that location, rodeos, that type of thing. Courting man is there. This one flipped over. True love. True gem. The courting man is there. Could be Fort Worth. Fair male, lighter than darker for his cultural background. Fairish. It could be blonde or light brown hair, or be lighter than darker for his cultural background. Dating. You're definitely going dating, whining and dining, romance. You're going out. And I don't know how and why you didn't go out before when you were in Austin. Out and about. Maybe you just needed to get over this situation with that guy that you were sharing with, and ready to put like a line underneath it, a pin in it, and ready to move on to the next step. The next step, the next person, the next event. Any last calls, anybody? We've got Elaine. Yeah, you're going to be cooking, Mystique. You're going to be cooking and catering. And it's looking really good. I see those huge platters made out of aluminum. Okay, Elaine. Or as we say in Australia, aluminium. Elaine. Okay, thanks for the $4.99 twice. How does D feel after that message I sent him? I definitely don't plan on getting back with him. Okay. Do you need to have the lines of communication open with these guys from the past? How does D feel? I'm getting him poking a stick at it. Poking a stick. So he might have just been trying to kind of like get under your skin. Try to wake you up or something, get under your skin. I do feel like he's got some illusion or disillusion going on, or he's being deceitful. He could even not be in his right mind. He might have some mental illness, or he could be on some sort of substances. I feel like he is finding it difficult to get the money that he wants. And that's also why. He could be confused about the message, but he knows what you mean. It's not like he's confused. He knows what he's doing and he knows what you mean. Who would I be putting that order of protection on? And is it the Hispanic male? He's drinking a lot, and he's probably an alcoholic. Okay, would it be the Hispanic male? I feel like it's more than one person. It could be also on the person managing the apartments or something like that as well. Something like that. I feel like it's more than one person. Is it the Hispanic male? Yes. Is it more than one person? Absolutely. Is it also the managers of the apartment? Possibly. They need to be gone for real, yeah. The managers are not managing properly. You might put some sort of complaint in or something on them. Yeah. Message from Spirit from Pisces Moon. Hi, Pisces Moon. Yeah, there's more than one, definitely more than one, Elaine. Pisces Moon, message from Spirit. Let's have a look for you, Pisces Moon. What's going on? Pisces Moon, message from Spirit. Some sort of melancholy shifting. I feel like the clouds are lifting, grey clouds are lifting. Getting grey clouds. Yeah, and there you go. You've got the grey clouds in that card. You're letting them fly by. Getting that song, Grey Clouds Shining on Me, that lyric. You're getting on top of the situation that you've been given. So you're standing up and getting things organised, budgeting, finances, money. And I do see in the future that you've got this new property coming in, because there's a nice property here, a tower. So I do feel like there's more property coming in around you, a housing lottery. Yeah, there's a tower there as well. Something's crashing and burning. You're deciding what to do next about going for disability again and getting things organised. You've also got good news coming in. Arrows of love, good news. You might meet somebody for marriage, which is really what I would say is a good thing for you to start to be looking at. There could be somebody coming in who's just going to have you there. And if you can't work, then you're going to be a housewife. So that's going to be it. Yep. Going to be looked after at home type of situation is what I feel. So I feel like that is something to consider. Yeah, something's going to crash and burn. It's not going to affect you badly, but it's something that needs to be done to clear the air to move forward into the next phase. That came up before. Yep. Keeping on top of your situation. All right. Order of protection is for people who had sexual relationships with you. Okay. Oh. Thanks, Venusian, for clarifying that. Okay. Any last calls, anybody? Thanks, Tamika. Good to see you. Tamika says thanks. Thanks, Michi. Okay, I'll just leave the chat open for a bit. We'll timestamp the general read for those who are interested in the general read, and also the reads for you personally. You're welcome to timestamp them after the video is published or whenever you like. And I'll see you on the next live, everybody. I'll come back again in a couple of days. Might come back Sunday night. I know you like Sunday nights. Might be able to come back Sunday night. I've got to check my calendar. But otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your night, everybody, your night, day, everything. And I'll get the candle going for Lorraine. And all the best, Lorraine, with everything. Yeah, all the best with everything. You're getting visions now for the court dates. Like day for good reads. Thanks, Venusian. So sweet. Thank you so much, and all the best with everything. I know things are going to get better. It's just a matter of maneuvering, and you feel you're very detached. You've got a very detached energy right now. That is like where you need to be. Yeah, detached from all the crappy people. Yeah, crappy people, energy, toxicity, etc. All right, my loves, take care. Lots of love and blessings. Oh, we got one more that popped in from Mystique. Messages from ancestors and spirit guides, Mystique. One more question. Absolutely. And then we're closing. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. There was a lady who came in before. Just put out where you are, where you're located if you knew, if you're somebody new. And if you haven't checked out my Venus, where to find a husband or a boyfriend, girlfriend, check those out. And the wife, check those out on my TikTok channel. Messages from ancestors. I might upload them here as well, I'm not sure. Messages from ancestors, from spirit. That's true, Elaine. They'll stalk you all day. You're always sneaking that one in. No problem, Mystique. Not at all. And good to have you here as usual. Sending you the best energy for your move and your tour. The move and the tour. Messages from spirit. Lock and key. We need a lock and a key. Yeah, you've got the eye protection. You're getting rid of all of those evil eye people around you. God, there's been a lot of them, and they're expelled. You've got justice and documents. Your daughter's going to be signing the lease. It's all going to be happening. It's all good. Justice is served, and also justice on an energetic level, justice on a soul level, and giving you that peace and serenity that you need. You will get a hidden pearl of wisdom, a hidden gem will arise once you leave. You're going to be detached from the situation, and you're going to be getting some downloads that are going to be realizations about what's been going on. Yeah, what's been going on. There's some sort of, I don't know, dissociation, mental illness with your father. I feel like he's definitely got something going on there. Distance and journey. Lots of opportunities coming in through the home. You will plan a trip, and like I said, I see you going towards the sea at some point. You've got a groom coming in. I feel like it's after the move, and somebody with money. Or somebody's going to pass and you're going to get an inheritance. Yep, that kept coming up as well for you in the past. Good for you, Mystique. Lots of love and blessings to you all. I hope to see you on the next live, and I'll do a shout out when I'm going on. Take care and have a blessed evening. Ciao for now.